Thanks and good morning, Columbus. This is Joseph Piscatelli on this Monday morning. As you can see on the radar behind me, a couple of green spots over Florida, but for the most part, in the morning, we aren't expecting much rain, but rain chances are increasing as we progress throughout the day. As in the afternoon, we are expecting some isolated showers, and in the evening, heavy amounts of rain, all leading up to tomorrow, where we are expecting a lot of rain tomorrow. Let's go to the 5-day forecast. Today we have a 60% chance of rain with a high of 84. Tomorrow, a 50% chance of rain, high of 86, low of 73. Wednesday and Thursday, 40% chances of rain, highs of 85, lows in the low 70s. And Friday, a 30% chance of rain, high of 86, low of 70. So you can see this week, pretty rainy week. Stick around because after the break, Mario Perez has your news.
It's another great deal right here at Toyota of South Florida in Doral. This week only, it's the Abuela Edition Camry. The Abuela Edition comes with a mojo recipe and a bottle of Vicks Vaporub. And this Abuela for free.
Hola!
And if you get the Abuela package with GPS, she'll even give you directions.
Afeítate esa barba. Tienes dos colores
Okay,
en
on
la
second
barba.
thought, maybe we'll
Estás
just
muy
stick to
gordito.
great deals. Come in this week to Toyota of South Florida in Doral. Great cars, great prices.
Y tremenda gente.
Good morning. We'd like to apologize for the technical difficulties earlier. In the Lone Star State, Texas Governor Rick Perry isn't finding a California newspaper satire so funny. Last Thursday, Sacramento Bee editorial cartoonist Jack Oman published a political cartoon depicting Perry saying business is booming in Texas, next to the site of the Texas explosion only a week before. Stand for it, calling it a mockery of the tragic deaths and demanding that the publishers apologize. Stuart Leavenworth responded to Perry by saying the cartoon simply, quote, made a strong statement about Governor Rick Perry's disregard for worker safety, end quote. Leavenworth went on to say that Oman had empathy for the victims of the disaster and thinks that Perry is simply trying to distract people from his message. Back here in Florida, meanwhile, Governor Rick Scott signed a new law restricting the use of drones in the state of Florida. Before this bill was passed, local and state law enforcement could use drones whenever they wanted to. However, this bill, named the Freedom from Unwarranted Surveillance Act, requires a judge to approve their use in all cases. The use of these unmanned drones became very controversial over the years and made lawmakers believe that new legislation could be needed to protect the privacy of citizens. Governor Scott commented on this bill by saying that it, quote, maintains a balance between the need for law enforcement to protect our citizens against credible threats and imminent danger while ensuring that the privacy of Florida families is protected, end quote. That's all the news on this Monday, Explorers. Stay tuned for a quick word from our sponsors.
bringing back one of its members to be a host. To find out who, let's go to Andrew Amigor in entertainment.
Thanks, Danny. Christine Wiig, a former cast member on Saturday Night Live, is returning to host the show. Wiig was one of the most popular and heavily featured members on SNL in her 7-year run on the sketch comedy, before leaving in 2012. This is why NBC believes that she would make a fabulous first-time host. Wiig will return on May 11th alongside musical guest Vampire Weekend. Meanwhile, LA Lakers star Steve Nash is refusing to pay child support money to his ex-wife Alejandra Nash. Nash is in a legal battle with Alejandra over their 3 kids. When Nash filed for divorce, he convinced the judge that his ex-wife doesn't need child support because she made him a millionaire. Since been featuring on a couple reality TV shows known as Basketball Wives, she also makes around $30,000 in a month. Alejandra says that Steve made $1 million more than her every month, and it's unfair that he does not force to use some of his own money on his own children. She is now trying to overrule the judge's decision and wants Nash to pay some sort of child support money, monthly. Top movies in the box office did not have as much luck as Ccnn did over this weekend, as the top 5 and only made $63 million. The top 5 was led by Mark Wahlberg and The Rock's action flick Pain and Gain. The film made $20 million in its debut weekend, accounting for almost a third of the entire top 5. Oblivion's last week #1 fell to #2. 42, another former #1, fell to #2 in it this week. Debuting at #4 was The Big Wedding, and still hanging in the top 5 is the very consistent The Croods. That's all entertainment. Back to you guys.
Yesterday, the Miami Heat closed out their series against the Milwaukee Bucks. To find out how they did it, we go to Tito Banach after the break.
The Florida Motorcycle Training of North Dade provides an 18-hour basic course designed to teach beginning and novice motorcyclists the physical and mental skills necessary to ride safely on the street. The course teaches basic motorcycle operation, effective braking techniques, turning skills, and obstacle avoidance maneuvers. The course includes 8 hours of classroom instruction and approximately 10 hours of on-cycle instruction. Insurance, motorcycle, helmet, and student workbooks are provided for the course. If you are interested in applying, call 305-623-3444 today.
Ah, bonjour, Columbus. Je m'appelle O.B. Mon tête ne marche pas. I'm on the east bank of the Ccnn studios. I'm coming here today because this week at lunch, certain castaways will be collecting money for our annual trip, 160-mile kayak trip for cancer research. And we're going to come in there and we're going to ask you to give a little bit of money and maybe share your french fries. Now listen, there's big news coming. Hey, Mr. Scholler is doing the pre-orders for the Castaway shirts. Hot item, always hot. And this year, I'm in charge of the bracelets. Get a load of this, gang. They're purple. They're midnight purple. Say Castaways on one side, American Cancer on the other, and they glow in the dark. How cool is that? They glow in the dark. This is awesome. All right. Best of luck, and bon chance.
Good morning, Columbus. Here's the sports for today. The Big Three had their first playoff sweep since taking their talents to South Beach. LeBron James had 30 points, and Ray Allen had a big game against his former team with 16 points. The Miami Heat advanced to the Eastern Conference semifinals after defeating the Bucks 88-77. The sweep will give them some much-needed days off as Dwayne Wade is nursing his right knee. Miami will play the winner of the Brooklyn and Chicago series. Going into baseball, Marlins fans finally got what they asked for Sunday afternoon as Giancarlo Stanton went yard twice while trying to avoid a sweep yesterday by the Chicago Cubs. Ricky Nolasco had a fine outing as he went 7 innings, only allowing 3 runs. Giancarlo Stanton powered the Marlins offensively as he went 3 for 3 with 2 home runs. Mike Redmond spoke on the Marlins' performance saying, quote, "This guy is a special player, a game changer," end quote. The Miami Marlins face the New York Mets tonight at Marlins Park at 7:10. It's only been a few days since the end of the NFL draft, and already general manager Jeff Ireland is proclaiming the Dolphins are a better team. Aside from making a huge splash by trading up for defensive end Deion Jordan, the controversial GM says he is excited about the late-round selections. These picks include Gators running back Mike Gillespie, Michigan State tight end Deion Sims, and Arkansas State defensive back Don Jones. Ireland said, quote, "We tried to stick to our board, and sometimes they're kind of sticking out to you that those are the players that we want to draft. Our plan going into every draft is to draft good football players, and that's what we did," end quote. The new-look Dolphins will be playing in the Hall of Fame game against the Dallas Cowboys in August. Also, congratulations to the lacrosse team as they pulled a big upset against the St. Thomas Aquinas Raiders. The Explorers were led by Steven Hernandez, who had 4 goals, along with Grant Norland with 3 goals. Other scorers include Alec Carreras with 2 goals, and Cody Bray and Sebastian Cancio each with 1 goal. Defensively, the Explorers were solid as senior goalie Michael DeViti had a great performance with 15 saves. The Explorers would go on to win 11-8. The Explorers' next game is this Tuesday against St. Andrews here at Columbus at 7 o'clock. Be sure to go out and support. And some breaking news from Twitter, the New York Jets have officially released quarterback Tim Tebow. This move comes after drafting of West Virginia quarterback Geno Smith. Follow National News Today for more information. That's it up for me in the sports booth. I'm Tito Benach.
Do you like sports? Do you like Italian food? If so, come to Italian Sports Grill, located right on Northwest 2nd Street, right in the middle of Miami. Italian Sports Grill is the best destination if you want to eat delicious gourmet food with friends and family while you catch the game and support your favorite teams. You can pick from an assortment of different homemade Italian food items and classic Sports Grill food too. So remember, for a great time and great Italian food, Italian Sports Grill is the place for you.
Oppan Gangnam Style. Gangnam Style. Oppan Gangnam Style.
Welcome back. Any faculty member who wishes to have a message aired on Ccnn, please email your announcement to Columbus News on your Outlook address book.
If you want school sports updates, you can follow us on Facebook at CCNN or on Twitter at CCNN Live. To receive Twitter updates on your phone, text follow @ CCNN Live to 40404.
And from all of us here at CCNN, have a great day, Columbus.